Okay, so I'm Matt, and this is Danielle. We are back from 1 week break of doing a live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we're very busy the last week.
It's
So
been a busy last week, so we're back. So we're glad to see you all again.
yeah, and like we only have maybe like how many weeks remaining? Maybe 3 weeks maximum, right?
3 weeks maximum.
3 weeks maximum. Yeah,
And
because like we'll
that's
be going on break on Songkran too, right? Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. So today the hobby that we will be talking about is pretty unique.
Pretty unique.
Pretty unique. Like people would say like this is not a hobby, right?
Uh-huh.
Because like it doesn't really include like a lot of activities,
Not really.
yeah,
not-
related
not-
with
not-
like things like
yeah.
football or sports
Mhm,
or like something like playing video games, right? But I think for me personally, I think this is also a hobby, we can say.
Mhm.
I think it's gonna be a little expensive hobby, I guess we can say, right?
Definitely. There's quite a lot of expense you need to put into it.
Okay, now can you explain like what does it mean by our title, our live stream title, behind the glass? What do you mean behind the glass?
So, as you folks can see from the thumbnail of the live stream, we're going to be discussing the pros and cons, the aspects about raising reptiles and fishes, which I had done myself before.
Ah, interesting a lot. So can I ask like when do you first start, like keeping these little cutie fishes?
First, it was nurtured. It was nurtured to me, so it was from my childhood, where maybe first grade,
First grade? So
Yeah.
how old were you back then?
maybe like 6 years old, 7 years old.
Wow, pretty young, I guess.
Well, it's a really tender age where I started keeping animals. Where my dad started keeping animals, and I just got into
what did he
it.
keep?
So he kept fishes and lizards, and mostly dogs, but there were also lizards. They're called iguanas, which is a lizard from South America.
Can you say that again? What is that? Iguana?
Iguana.
Iguana?
Iguana.
Iguana.
Yeah, IGUANA. And there's someone in the live chat that we know. Nice to meet you.
Okay, so like, can you explain like what iguana looks like for people like who are wondering what is it?
So iguana is a large lizard that grows to 4 feet, 5 feet, and maybe
Oh.
in some rare cases 6 feet. And they're herbivorous, meaning they only eat vegetables.
Also, like they only eat vegetables and like they
They
call
only
them
eat
big.
vegetables. They get really big. They're right now invasive in Florida. There's like population control there, but they come in colors like red, green, blue, etc.
So like they are a type of lizard,
Yeah.
like a big type of lizard, right?
It's a big breed of lizard. Yeah.
So like, can you remember like what your dad like fed them?
He fed them boiled pumpkins and kale.
Oh, very
and
healthy.
lettuce.
Very healthy.
Yeah. But I still have one where I bought one since I was 5th grade. So the ones from first grade did not survive. I think some of them died from old age. But I got one. I got like a couple more when I was 5th grade and 6th grade, and ever since then, they're still alive right now.
Really?
Yeah, they're
So
still
they're
alive.
still alive back in your own country, right?
They're back in my own country. They're still alive, and they gotten really big. I believe I have a photo I can show you soon.
Oh, like it's my first time, like meeting a person who has kept this kind of like exotic, I can say,
Exotic, yeah,
exotic
yeah.
animal that
Exotic.
I have met someone
Yeah.
like who was like keeping this type of animal.
Yeah, and also not only lizards, but like in the title, fish. And me and my dad kept lots of fish before I came to Thailand. Quite a lot of fish. So we had like 4 tanks.
Wow, bro, that's
Four-
a lot.
That's a lot of fish. Where we got 4 tanks of fish, and every day when I come back from school, when I was like up until 8th grade, right? Up until 8th grade, I was raising fish. So whenever I come back from school, it's always the first things I always do.
Like that's the thing that I think like that's the thing that you're expecting the most in your whole day.
That's
right?
what I expect most. Like whenever I come back from like a long day at school, that's usually the first place where I run to.
Yeah. So like they are like such a pure happiness for you.
Pure happiness, and just the thought of raising fish is just relaxing. I can keep fishes in condos, so they're illegal. So I will if I could, I will.
Oh, so like I have a story to tell too.
Yeah.
So like in my country, like my family and my uncle's family, we live close to each other. Like our houses are beside each other, and like my uncle and his three sons, like they kept a lot of fishes too. Yeah, but guess how many tanks there were?
I believe there were like maybe 10.
No, not necessarily 10. Like there were, I think, like 6 tanks.
6 tanks.
6 tanks, but I mean tanks mean glass tanks.
Glass tanks.
But they also have like
those ponds.
Yeah, ponds and like mat. Like like this round mat. Containers. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So like they got like maybe like 8 to 9 containers of fishes.
Then,
and like I have seen every possible fish you can imagine.
So that's a lot. And like if you get into this hobby, then maybe 1 tank isn't enough, unless it's like a really, really huge tank. But if you plan on like raising different breeds of fish, then I recommend getting like at least like 2-3 tanks in order to accommodate for like several breeds.
Like I have a like personal opinion about this too. I think like sometimes maybe for some people like maybe for people like who live alone and like who can keep fish obviously. I think for them like they don't really need a lot of tanks. I guess
they don't really need a lot of tanks.
Maybe even like just a small tank. Maybe like just 1 fish. I think that will be enough. Why did I think like that? So it's because like right now a lot of like teenagers like who are staying by themselves, like they are like kind of lonely. They have like this kind of like epidemic of loneliness happening to most of them. So like even if you guys have like you have friends or like you're a social circle, but like when you arrive back home, when you arrive back at home, like to your condominium, to your room, you live alone, right? And sometimes like we don't really want to like talk about our emotional problems or like academic problems like to our friends, like to our like people, because like that feels like we are showing our weakness, even though it isn't. So like the thing is sometimes like we need like we need someone to talk to when things get heavy, but that someone doesn't exist there for us. So then maybe like we can talk to why not keep just a fish, right?
Why not keep just a fish? Because
like he or she or it will listen to our problems. like like it's still better than nothing, right?
It's still better than nothing. It keeps you company, and it gives you something to like how to say care for. You know what I mean? It gives you something to be busy for. If you're bored at home, then maybe clean your fish tank, whatever.
Sometimes like I think like the joy that you can get just by looking at your fish, sometimes it's enough to like it's enough for your community, to recharge you, right? And just looking at like this cute fish, you might be thinking like, oh, like what a free life he has, or a free life she has, something like maybe like it can even lead you to like some philosophical question.
So if anyone's wondering, like for those who live alone, who wants who owns a small space, then I suggest owning a fish that can live on its own. Some fish needs to be in pairs, so I recommend a fighting fish, or like it's called a beta, or like the Siamese fighting fish, but it's called beta. It's like if you call it in Myanmar, it's tainga.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know
like,
that.
really, really beautiful. They're about this size, but it depends on the breed. But usually you find them this size, but sometimes they can get as long as a finger. Yeah, and they're like they're good at living alone, and they require like a good amount of space, but not really too big, just because they're small.
Like like for most people,
Mhm.
whenever we talk about keeping fish,
Mhm.
I think like a lot of the people, this generation, our generation Z, and like our like what should I go, generation Y? No. Yeah, just millennial. Right?
You can say that. You can say that.
We can say that. Like we all grow up with Mr. Bean cartoons, right?
Uh-huh.
And there's a like goldfish
There's a goldfish
in the Mr. Bean cartoon, right?
Uh-huh.
So like whenever we talk about like keeping fish, we always think about goldfish.
Goldfish.
What do you think about goldfish?
They're first of all, do not release your goldfish into the wild. They can get some of them can get big, and like they can get invasive. They breed a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, do not flush your goldfish down the toilet. But they're like hardy. Like
they're rough.
They're rough. Like,
I thought they are soft. No.
They do need like a little bit of care, because like every fish needs a little bit of care, but goldfish can live in simple conditions. They can live in simple conditions.
Very minimalistic.
Minimalistic, and there's also quite a lot of breed of goldfishes.
Really? I thought there's only one type of goldfish.
There's a goldfish that grows to like a large size. It's called an orenda. There's a goldfish that has it looks like a golf ball. Like a goldfish that looks exactly like a golf ball. It's called periscale goldfish. So there's like different types of goldfish. And there's also one goldfish that have like eye bags. Like, so they have like bags of air under their eyes, which is, and they call like some people call them balloon goldfish.
Wow. So like, what do you think the goldfish in Mr. Bean cartoon is?
I think it's like your typical goldfish, like the one from the one in our thumbnail.
So this is a typical goldfish that we can see.
Yeah, your typical goldfish that you can buy easily. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now, like, for people who are wondering, like, how should we get into this hobby? What do you recommend? Like, what should we get first?
I recommend first you look at your space and determine so you first look at your space and determine whether your space is small, if it's big, and also you should do proper research. Even if it's for a goldfish, you want the best care for your fish. So you should do some proper research, proper care in order to like accommodate for the goldfish and its health. Well, not really goldfish, sorry. It's like all fish in general.
So like we first need to like research our permanent economy and rules and regulation, right? Because like like if like how should I say, like if our permanent economy they don't allow us to get pet animals, that we can't really do it, right?
Then don't get it. If yes, let's say let's just say in general your space allows you to get fish, then measure your space well. If your fish gets like if your fish tank can like hold a lot, then that means you obviously have a big space. So determine your space first. Check if you can get a small tank, a big tank. Yeah, and depending on the size of the tank, get fish. But the fish also needs to there's a lot of research that needs to go into it. Some fish are not okay with other fishes. They don't get along. Yeah.
Okay.
Some fish also require different water temperatures.
Really?
Yes,
So like,
yeah.
how do we adjust the water temperature? I'm curious.
Well, for starters, you can get like a water a small device that can regulate water temperature.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There exists a device like that?
There exists a device like that, and also a device that measures the pH. You can also change the pH depending on the fish's needs. So
Ah.
so there are some fishes that like cold water, some fishes that like a little warmer water, and you also need hiding space for a fish.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You also need hiding space for a fish.
Oh,
so.
that's why like whenever like in the cartoons, like especially like Mr. Bean, there's an episode with
There's
like
always decorations.
yeah, there's an episode with like that, like fish keeping
Mm-hmm.
in general. I think in that episode, like Mr. Bean's, like he went out and like search for a type of fish to keep.
Definitely. And
and in that light, I saw in the fish that like there are a lot of castles,
and like those little
yeah,
plants, right?
castle, and like I don't know, maybe like sank ships, a lot of things. Yeah.
So not only fish, but mentioning our like some reptiles like lizards and snakes, they also need hiding spaces as well. So giving a little bit more attention to reptiles, they also need hiding space, and in my opinion, they also require lots of care. They require lots and lots of care.
More than the fish?
I in some instances, yes, more than the fish. There's lizards that require heating.
Heating?
Yeah, heating, like light bulbs, heated light bulbs.
I
Because
see.
lizards are cold-blooded. So because lizards are cold-blooded, they need to regulate their temperature, which means they need to get their heat from external sources. Yeah, that's why. So lizards, well, reptiles in general, they need to get their heat from external sources. They require different habitats. Some lizards, they like different habitats. Like some lizards like tropical habitats. Some lizards like those habitats that have water flow.
Okay. So like I want to ask, like what types of reptiles do you recommend to keep?
I recommend that for beginners. I don't really recommend iguana because once they grow really fast. Once they get big, then some people just give them off to another person when they get really, really big. So if you can accommodate for iguana, then I recommend not really getting it. I recommend a bearded dragon or leopard gecko.
What's again?
A bearded dragon.
Bearded dragon.
Bearded dragon.
Can you show it?
I will show. So a bearded dragon is a lizard from Australia that is like medium sized and it can sit in the palm of my hand. So bearded dragons look like this.
Wow. Those are called bearded dragons? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought they are just like chameleon. I thought.
Yeah, chameleons. Yeah, chameleons are also, they're not really beginner friendly as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they would be easy to handle.
Some chameleons, all lizards require heating though. But they're chameleons. They're kind of hard to find. They're not really that into the reptile market. But you can find them. You can definitely find them at Chatuchak because like I see a few of them at Chatuchak Market.
Oh. Okay.
But I recommend the leopard gecko, which is also a beginner-friendly lizard. I'll show you guys. And they come in lots of different colors and well, look at this.
Oh. It's very cute.
It's very cute. And it's also just the palm size of the palm. Yeah.
So you can hold it in your
hand. You can hold it in your hand. You can't really hold an iguana in your hands because they're way too big.
Yeah.
But leopard geckos, they don't really require heating. But also heating is great if you have it, but they don't really require heating. Yeah.
So they're very beginner friendly.
They're beginner friendly. They're hardy as well.
Right now, like some people might be thinking about, snakes. Most people are afraid of snakes. What do you think about that?
Well, for starters, snakes are not slimy. They're scaly. They're smooth. Yeah, they're smooth. Like it's like touching. I don't know how to explain it. It's like touching little beads of plastic.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're very smooth, and they're just really smooth, like a smooth tube, you know.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
jelly too.
And some snakes are venomous. Yeah, they have venom, so they're not good for you. So do your proper research. But there's tons of snakes that have no venom, so you can keep them.
You only recommend small snakes,
I
right?
recommend small snakes like corn snake, vine snake.
Corn snakes and vine snakes.
Yeah, vine snake have a tiny bit of venom, but it's only for killing mice. If you get bit, you at most you'll just get sick. But only in rare cases you get sick with vine snake. Yeah, and ball pythons are fine too. Ball pythons they're like thick snakes that curl up into a ball.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they must be cute.
So they look like this.
Oh.
So really
It's kind of like a Pokemon,
Yeah, really, they're like really thick, chunky snakes, and most of the time they're not very active. Usually you don't have to feed them a lot.
Really?
So,
No.
but their feeding is kind of intensive. You have to pay. You have to feed them frozen mice or like any
The
type
mice?
mice.
Oh, that's a lot.
Any source of protein actually, but mice, chickens. Yeah.
So I think like these snakes and like these carnivores, I mean like meat-eating animals, they would not be good for like people who don't really eat a lot of meat themselves, like for some vegetarians, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We shouldn't keep them.
Or like people who can just who can give the time and like go out and get some mice or like because keeping a snake or like a carnivorous lizard is it takes there's some expenses to it.
Yeah, and then like we can't really like or throw the mice for lotus or macros, right?
We can't really do that. You have to order them from like a specialty store, right?
Yeah. We can order chicken, but not throw the mice, right?
Cannot.
Yeah, so like from what I understand, this keeping like fishes.
Yeah.
It's more convenient
It's more
than keeping reptiles, right?
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's say like goldfish versus a ball python. I rather pick the goldfish just because I'm a student and I have time to. I have other things to like allocate my time.
Yeah, now that you're talking about it, like people might be thinking like, okay, how are we supposed to keep these fishes or like reptiles? Like we won't be at home the whole day. We'll be at home only at night, maybe. Especially during exam season, like we don't even go home,
During
right?
exam season, like
we don't even go home. We sometimes sleep at the library, right? So like, how are we supposed to like keep our pets during those times? Can we?
You sure can keep pets like given the circumstance like you give. So let's say you can keep a goldfish. There's automatic fish feeders as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's automatic fish feeders. There's also automatic feeders in general. Like there's always automatic feeders for like lizards, dogs, cats, birds, whatever. But the main thing is that you keep your you keep your animal fed and their tanks clean and in good condition. Yeah.
But I think we still need to like clean our own fish tanks by ourselves, right? Because there won't be like an automatic fish tank cleaner, right?
There won't be an automatic fish tank cleaner. However, there's a type of you can get like fish that cleans the tank, like those moss and algae get on the tank. Yeah. So you can get like sucker mouth catfish. They're called plagos as well. And also some type of some also like a little bit of shrimp, some snails, like some breed of snails also clean up the tank.
So you can keep them together, right?
Definitely. Well, it depends on one fish because they might end up eating the shrimp, right?
I'm thinking about that too.
It depends though. It depends on the fish. Yeah.
So like like that type of fish, like that is very popular in Myanmar back in our days. those big fishes with like Chinese character or
Oh,
stuff like that
yeah, like
on,
really
on
colorful,
their
like
right.
orange and white. Yeah, koi. They call koi.
How do we spell that?
Koi.
KOI.
KY. So they're a Japanese ornamental fish. They're like they can get really expensive because of their patterns.
Because like in my days, like even for just a
Yeah.
small it costs like okay. So maybe like if we adjust for inflation, but the inflation is really high, right? Like so if we adjust for inflation, I think back in my day, it will cost around $10 to $20 just for a small fish.
Yeah,
It can go as high as like $200 or $300
$300
for a big
yes,
fish.
Yes.
Like if they're like characters or the logo on their body, if they
Yeah.
are like very like precise, it might go to like thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars, yes. There's competitions in Japan and also Malaysia, Singapore, where they judge the koi's patterns.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, like how their colors are balanced and how the colors are arranged. And prices vary according to that. Yeah.
But I think it's not very big enough friendly, right? Because it's gonna
not very
cost
big
a
and
lot
friendly.
of money.
Yeah, it's no joke because some people do that for money. Some people raise fish and they have fish farms and everything has to be precise, right? In order to like ensure the health of the fish and they turn out healthy so that they can sell it off.
I think that's not our topic for tonight.
No.
Okay, so like you kept the fish. You
Yeah.
have kept the fishes,
Yeah.
right? So like, what do you prefer, fishes or reptile?
I prefer reptiles because I have this thought that if I kept the fish, it's gonna be hard to change the water. With all these electrical supplies right in front of us, I feel like there might be like accident.
a lot of sucker, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of like circuit and stuff. So I just prefer like a reptile, just because firstly like I have the knowledge, and
But I think like for
Yeah.
reptile, you don't really need to like sub out the waters,
you
right?
don't really need to change the water.
You don't really need to like
I'm
change the
just-
ground or like grass right to right.
I'm just terrified of the water.
So it depends on the preferences.
It depends on you. It depends on us, and it depends on us. It depends on the viewers about what you want to raise.
So like for reptiles,
Mhm.
we're only talking about reptile, right? We're not talking about amphibians, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't include frogs, right?
You can. But like with frogs, they also require a good amount of water, which I also don't want to raise.
Really? They need water?
Yeah, they also amphibians require lots of water as well, and they also require land as well.
Oh, so it takes it's the
It's a
worst
mix.
it's the worst of both water, right?
Yeah. So I've raised salamanders before. In Myanmar we call them
Salamander?
salamanders. So yibo in Myanmar.
I know. Like they are like water lizard, we can say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So-
we can even see that in Lupini Park, I think.
So those are water monitors.
Oh, they're not the same?
So they're like really really huge lizards. They're really really huge lizards that like to eat meat. They're also intelligent. Yeah, the ones from Lupini Park, I had to mention. They're really smart animals, and sometimes like if you leave them alone, they won't bother you. They're really smart. Yeah.
I see. So like, what emotions have you experienced by raising like these fishes and reptile? Like, what kind of emotion have you felt while you are raising this fish or reptile?
So I get really happy. So like first of all, I get really happy that I get a new fish, and also I like a new fish or reptile. I get really happy from that, and also I just like handling those. I just like handling the reptiles, and you can't really hold the fish, right?
No. Yeah.
But you can watch the fish, you can watch the reptiles, and also I get really happy from that. And there's a calming sense, right? With all hobbies, there's always like a calming sense, right?
Yeah. Like
that
even though like their hobbies,
yeah,
like they might be intense at times, maybe like with badminton or football,
badminton, yes.
Muay Thai. But like in your inner self, it's kind of like becoming more calming.
At the end of the day, like the main goal is like to like calm your nerves, release your stress.
Yeah. So, you know, okay, I'm gonna focus on fish. Like, how much budget do you think we need at least to raise a single fish?
Well, back in Myanmar, I never raised a fish in Thailand, so I don't know the statistic. But
Maybe let's just do the
Well,
currency exchange.
well, let's say like 2,000 baht. 2,000 baht.
Everything complete.
Excluding the fish.
Oh,
Yeah.
like they said that.
So to set up, you require some filters. You require a good space tank for the fish, depending on the fish, and let's say like a small tank, like 5 gallon, which is like well, it's a good size. It can fit on it can put on a desk, right? You can put it on a desk, and can with the filters, with the decorations. I think it's within the range of 2,000 and 3,000 baht. Because like I said, it requires expenses. There's some expenses that go into keeping any animal of any sort, right? Yeah.
I see. That like now maybe like we have a question. Maybe like some people might be thinking, it might be ethical or immoral
Yeah, definitely.
to
Yeah.
keep these fish and reptiles. What do you think?
Oh, the unethical side of keeping them.
Yeah. Do you think it's ethical?
I do think it's unethical. How there are some illegal species of like reptiles and fishes that are being illegally collected from the natural source and kept in those tanks, right? So
Yeah.
it's illegal to keep those. So I recommend not keeping them. But at the same time, there's also like a good side, I believe, where keeping those animals, like let's say they go extinct in the wild, there's some in captivity that you can breed and release into the wild. So for example, there's the Chinese crocodile lizard. So the Chinese crocodile lizard, as of now, I believe there's like 500 units that are like in the wild. So not a lot anymore. Yeah, they're becoming endangered. They're becoming less in numbers, but there's people that breed them in captivity, people that breed them at home. So there's always like a supply of Chinese crocodile lizard that like let's say they like it went extinct in the wild. Then there's always like a backup. Let's say a backup unit. Like a backup group, right? Like in order to like replenish their numbers in the wild. Yeah.
So like as most things, like everything has like it's like got a bad sides.
Yeah.
But like I think like for most fishes, like especially goldfish and other like invasive species, we can say, I think it's better to keep them at our home than release them in the wild, right?
Because like the same thing with iguanas, like some people release them into the wild, and they get out of control with the population. So there's so much iguanas right now in Florida that they're shooting them down.
That's too bad.
Yeah. So it can mess up the ecosystem a lot. Yeah. That's also like an unethical side of the like keeping animals, right? Some people don't do enough research. That's why stuff like that happens.
So like the main point is that we need to do
information is key.
A lot of research
Lots of
before
research.
Doing something about keeping fishes and reptiles, right?
If you're at the end of the day, you're basically keeping like something alive, something with the soul. So it's best that you ensure like it has good living conditions, otherwise it could go wrong.
We don't really want to harm animals, because just for our own happiness, right?
Definitely.
We shouldn't really like harm those cute animals because of our own happiness, right?
Yes.
We need to balance things out at the end of the day, I
Definitely.
think. I think we have already talked a lot about
quite a lot
like fish and reptiles, and then like the viewers, the audience, I think they have gained a lot of fish and reptile specific knowledge tonight.
Yeah.
So I think, to summarize things that, giving fishers at reptiles, I think they can offer a sense of serenity and calmness and happiness at the end of the day. Maybe just by cleaning their tanks.
Just by cleaning the tanks, yeah.
Just by cleaning the tanks, and maybe just by feeding them like food, and maybe at the end of the day, whenever you are stressed out, whenever you are whenever you are facing an existential crisis, you can just talk to them because they won't judge you, they will just listen to you. Maybe who knows, they can even understand your problem. Maybe they can empathize with you. Yeah, that's what matters at the end of the day. They shouldn't be for my opinion, I think they shouldn't be thought of as objects. We shouldn't really objectify them
because they're living things at the
end
of
the
day.
Yeah. And maybe we should think more of them. Think they're more as companion during this crisis of loneliness.
At the end of the day, we're the ones keeping them, right? So we need to raise them properly.
Maybe who knows, maybe we can grow together with them, as times go by, our fishers, our reptiles, they will grow old and old, right? They will maybe for some species, they will grow bigger, right? And we should, grow together with our pet fishers and pet reptiles. I think that's a meaningful.
That's a really meaningful
thing to do. Yeah. I think
we have talked.
Yeah, we have talked a lot tonight. I think we will have a live stream next week too, right?
I hope so. And
yeah, we both have a lot of personal matters to handle.
Quite a lot of matters to handle, and well, I hope that this wraps up everything, and it's nice to see you guys.
Yeah, so maybe if we are lucky, maybe we'll see you guys back next Tuesday at 9 p.m. time.
Please tune in. Please make sure to tune in. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for watching tonight.
Thank you for watching.
I'm Matt, and this is Daniel.
Thank you so much for watching.
See you next week.